Welcome to part 5, so let's continue. Part 3 will be the final part. I can promise you that.
And as well as covering big areas, you can also do fine detail. See if you can guess what I'm doing.
I think we've seen this before, this clip. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so
And
we
what
did.
about these things? Water-soluble pencils. Well, the great thing about water-soluble pencils is you can just use them as normal pencils. And it's just a case of drawing with them normally. Or you can brush on some water and get a really watery, well, watercolour effect actually. Water turns them to watercolour. And it's great for atmospheric pictures like this or watery effects. And what about one of my favourites, chalk? Great for just adding highlights to things, just down the edge of things where the light is shining. Just picking out those highlights there. Another thing chalk's great for, of course, is smudging. And finally, let's not forget the good old ballpoint pen. Great for doing fine detail. And there it is. Try yourself a mixed materials picture. Brilliant idea and great fun to do, creating a picture using watered down layers of paint. Now for the first layer, I'm going to use an awful lot of water and not much paint because I'm going to paint the distance in my picture. And the further you get into the distance, then the more water you put into your paint. And there's hardly any paint in this at all. And let's just see if you can guess what it is I'm painting. And before you go on to the next layer, let that first layer dry. And when it's completely dry, put on your second layer of paint, this time slightly thicker, slightly less water, and do the middle distance. So here we go. Guess what it is yet? And when you've done that, again, wait for it to dry. And for the foreground, lots more paint and less water. So here we go.
Oh.
And then I'm just going to use a slightly smaller brush to put in just a little bit of detail in that foreground, not too much there. Yeah, I'll bet you can guess by now what it is I'm doing. And again, I'm just going to let that layer dry. And at each stage, I'm just putting in slightly more paint and slightly more detail the nearer the picture gets to you. And waiting for the stage before it to dry. And finally, some pure black paint, no water, for some fine detail.
He is amazing
there
at
it
doing
is.
art.
Try it yourself. A layered, watered down picture. Amazing what just adding water can do. You know, one of the hardest things of all to draw is ourselves. People are just so complicated. But to finish up, I've got some top tips on making loads of different types of faces. And you'll have a laugh with these art attacks, because they all make me look a bit daft. Check this lot out. Isn't it weird? Old age. You know, how we change looks from when we're very young to when we're very old. Now look, do you want to have a real laugh today? All right, I'll let you into a secret. Don't tell anyone. Take a look at that photograph. Guess who that is?
You.
Yeah, you've guessed it. It's me when I was 8. Now don't worry, because this is still me now. But the weird thing is, what am I going to look like when I'm really old? Well, try this. Draw a cartoon or a caricature of yourself. Doesn't need to be brilliant, just a rough one, and add some instant old age. All right, I don't know whether I want to do this, but there we go. Let's take off my hair. Ouch, that really hurts. Look at that. I'm going to take my hairline away, because that's what tends to happen to us fellas when we get a bit older. We tend to start losing our hair, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hairline up a bit. What, a bit further? All right, up we go. Now, let's not go too far, eh? I don't want to be completely bald. So let's bring that down there, like that. And then I'll probably end up with grey hair, because I guess that happens to all of us, doesn't it? Boys and girls. There you go, lots of grey hair on there. I'm still keeping some on the top. I'm not going to do myself completely bald. Maybe next series of Art Attack, but not this time. And then I think what I'll do is I'll do some silver eyebrows. All right? Well, you said you wanted to have a laugh. There we go. I'm not laughing so much now, though, looking at this. And what else happens? Oh, you tend to get a lot of wrinkles and creases in your skin, don't you? So I'll do these frown lines.
Yeah.
There, nice and deep. And I'll probably get some crow's feet around my eyes. I've got those now when I laugh. And then some bags under my eyes. Yeah, I get those when I'm doing Art Attack. Yeah. And a couple more wrinkles there. And you know those lines at the side of your mouth when you're smiling? Well, they tend to get longer and deeper when you get older. Oh, look at this. This is me in Art Attack Series 26. I think I'll go home now. And I'll tell you what I think I'll do. When I get a bit older, don't laugh, I think I'll grow a distinguished moustache. So I'm going to do that in...
Okay, guys, I will see you for the safe and final part